Yo, yo, Harlem Storm back again. It ain't all good and it damn sure ain't all easy. Bringing you prison stories, urban stories, and news from the streets. It's getting a little chilly out there. Got my Michael Kors Applejack cap on there. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Gotta have my cup of coffee in the morning. Gotta have it, gotta have it. The video with OJ. Now OJ's out, okay? So it's like you think OJ would tell OJ that, at his age, he's been through enough. Enough already with the OJ. You know what I mean? He's done some thug, low life, street shit. All right? He's done some hustling backwoods street shit. Okay? Hustling backwards, what do I mean by hustling backwards? Hustling backwards is like, one, you get busted, okay, for whatever scam or crime that you're doing. That's hustling backwards because apparently it's not well thought out, okay? And it's like with the memorabilia, and he's just been in so much. After the whole trial thing, and him getting acquitted and all that, it's like his life just went like down like a lead balloon. You know what I mean? It just like nosedived. I don't know whether that's karma, his fate. I don't know. I can't speak on that. Okay, but recently, like right after he got out, of course he wanted to celebrate. Of course he's going to go back to Vegas. Where he gets in the most trouble. Okay, so that town is fairly organized. And I guess he still has some pull there where people still look at him like, a god, okay? Or, football god. Or the guy that used to run in the airport. Anybody remember those old commercials where he used to run in the airport and jump over something, I think with some luggage or whatever? And he's just not the OJ of yesteryear, okay? So basically, it's kind of like he's trying to still be who he was, and I think that's like a major mistake, Now, when I was in the joint, in the pen, this is not Rikers Island, somehow the subject of OJ came up. And the sister, who was a prostitute, said, OJ only likes white stuff. I said, what do you mean? She said, he only likes white chicks. You know what I mean? The blondes, he suffers from that syndrome that, Tiger Woods suffers from. You know what I mean? Let me go get somebody white and blonde and maybe they'll take all my money, No disrespect, of course, because growing up in Harlem by way of Yorkville, half of my friends were Caucasian. And it's a situation like everybody intermarried, everybody intermarried after, was going with everybody after a certain point. I'm from that era, So anyway, he's out there partying and whatnot, looked like a bar. The video's gone viral. And this chick is, going on and on about, oh yeah, he's out, OJ this and that and yeah. And she's got him in picture frame. Somebody's, filming it on their phone apparently. And he's so close to her and he's, waiting for her to finish her little spiel, because he's there, mugging for the camera and whatnot. And sure enough, he goes over to kiss her, right? And old dude, was expecting her to like, I guess, turn around and either kiss him on the lips or do some kind of lip lock or a big hug or, whatever. Instead, old girl did one of these numbers. She did the whoop-de-whoop on him. She went like, whoop, the whoop, the whoop. Okay? I mean, it would have been a great basketball move, y'all, because she was like, or a good breakdancing move, because she just went like, keep it over there. Miss me with that, okay? It's like, yo, do you know who you are today? Today you ain't the same guy, okay? Flat out. You know, today you like washed up. You know, he had his moment in the sun, okay, for sure. He had his moment in the sun. Ain't taking nothing away from OJ on that, you know, shout out to that. But as far as, you know, him taking liberties with women in public, white stuff, you know, that broad was probably saying to herself, man, this dude kissed me. By the time I get back home, you know, in the backwoods someplace, you know, all them good old guys will look at me like, you let him kiss you? That beep, 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 you know? So she backed up pretty fast and pretty far, okay? And there was a reason for that, you know. We'll never know, but I'm speculating, like, when she got back home, showing off that video, it's like, don't go that far now, you know what I mean? Don't go that far. You know, it's like a guy when, you know, he's talking to you and all of a sudden he wants to get close and, like, put his hands on, and you got to back up and go, not like that. I had to push a guy off my property, you know, about a month ago. I had my dog Coco, shout out to Coco, the big Staffordshire pit bull that's laying over there, 80 pounds. And she had just had a leg operation, and we were speaking, you know, just casual stuff. I had asked him whether the dog across the street was trying to hump my dog, because I turned my head for a second and walked back in the house for about, I don't know, maybe a minute or two. So it went from casual to whereas he wanted to pet her. And I said, no, you know, she just had a leg operation, yada, yada, yada. Could you please do me a favor, you know, and back up? Well, it just went over his head. He didn't hear the word back up. I said, could you just please, you know, I don't want you to pet her. She's not supposed to be standing on her leg. You know, it's an obvious cast on her hind leg. Duh. And you didn't want to see that. So, like, after the third time, I said, excuse me, I asked you to back up. He said, I hear you. I said, I know you hear me, but you're not doing anything about it there, bruh. You know? And he just looked at me and overlooked that. And I said, oh, no, this is not going to work. So I took both my hands and I just shoved him back, okay? Now, I didn't shove him with my foot in back, you know, put my foot in back of his foot, okay, and shove him with all my might, because he would have wound up on the ground on his back, hitting his head and the whole drama, okay? So I just shoved him enough for him to back up like, you know, 3 or 4 feet. And he said, why did you do that? I said, yo, bro, you playing me too close. That's why. I asked you to respect me. Now you got to get off my property. Okay? Now you got to leave. Goodbye. Have a good one. Peace. You know? So guys should find out whether a woman is even interested in you either getting close or especially touching them. You know? You don't take liberties with people because it's just not good. You could either get hurt, get sued. You know, there's a lot of things, you know, people can do. Some people just don't like being touched, period. You know, especially if they don't know you. You know, I don't like men taking liberties with me, especially in public or private, but especially in public. You know what I mean? Anyway, so much for OJ, and you know, shout out to him for the old days with jumping over, you know, the suitcases or whatever in the OJ airport commercials. I used to like that as a little kid, you know. That was cool, you know, because I was never a sports person. I'm a girl. I'm not a sports person, you know. Basketball, yes. Being from Harlem in New York, basketball, for show, all day long, okay? This is Harlem Storm. Till next time, it ain't all good, and it damn sure ain't all easy. Right, Coco? I see she's really interested there in OJ. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Okay? Notice, no loitering, no peddling, no soliciting allowed in this building. Yes, that's true. But don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm trying to get 1,000 subscribers too. Peace.